What Everybody is Saying. Book by Joe Navarro and Marvin Karlins. Detailed Summary. Chapter 1 Mastering the Secrets of Nonverbal Communication. Chapter 1 of What Everybody is Saying by Joe Navarro delves deeper into the importance of nonverbal communication and how it can provide a competitive advantage in various contexts. Navarro introduces the idea that nonverbal communication is an innate ability that has evolved over millions of years and is used by all living creatures to communicate. Navarro then discusses the different types of nonverbal communication, including facial expressions, gestures, body language, posture, and vocal tone. He explains that each type of nonverbal communication can convey different emotions and intentions, and that a combination of these signals provides a more accurate picture of a person's true feelings. Navarro also highlights the importance of context in interpreting nonverbal communication, as the same gesture or facial expression can mean different things depending on the situation. He provides several examples to illustrate this point, such as a smile that can convey friendliness or a hidden agenda, and a raised eyebrow that can indicate surprise or skepticism. The chapter also covers the concept of baseline behavior, which refers to a person's normal nonverbal behavior when they are not under stress or pressure. Navarro explains that observing a person's baseline behavior is crucial in detecting changes in their nonverbal behavior that may indicate deception or discomfort. Another important aspect of nonverbal communication that Navarro introduces is the concept of hot spots, which are areas of the body that are particularly expressive and reveal a person's emotions and intentions. These hot spots include the face, neck, arms, and legs, and Navarro provides examples of how changes in these areas can indicate different emotions. Finally, Navarro emphasizes the importance of practice in mastering nonverbal communication. He encourages readers to observe the nonverbal behavior of those around them and to practice decoding these signals in order to become more skilled at reading people. In conclusion, Chapter 1 lays the foundation for the rest of the book by introducing the importance of nonverbal communication, the different types of nonverbal signals, and the role of context and baseline behavior in interpreting these signals. Navarro also provides practical tips on how to become more skilled at decoding nonverbal signals, emphasizing the importance of practice and observation. Chapter 2 Living Our Limbic Legacy. In Chapter 2 of What Everybody is Saying, Joe Navarro delves into the biological and evolutionary origins of nonverbal communication. He explains how nonverbal communication is deeply rooted in our limbic system, the part of the brain responsible for emotion and motivation, and how it has evolved over millions of years to help us survive and thrive. Navarro highlights the importance of the fight or flight response, which is triggered by the amygdala in response to perceived threats or danger. This response can be seen in various nonverbal cues, such as the tightening of muscles, increased heart rate, and dilated pupils. Navarro explains that being able to recognize these cues in others can help us understand their emotional state and intentions. Another important aspect of nonverbal communication that Navarro discusses in this chapter is the role of mirror neurons. These are neurons in the brain that fire both when we perform an action and when we observe someone else performing the same action. This helps us understand the intentions and emotions of others by allowing us to mirror their behavior and feelings. Navarro also introduces the concept of limbic resonance, which refers to the synchronization of emotional states between individuals. He explains that limbic resonance is an important aspect of social bonding and helps build trust and empathy between people. Finally, Navarro discusses the importance of self-awareness in nonverbal communication. He encourages readers to become more aware of their own nonverbal behavior, as this can help them better understand and interpret the nonverbal behavior of others. In conclusion, Chapter 2 provides an in-depth look at the biological and evolutionary origins of nonverbal communication. Navarro highlights the role of the limbic system, mirror neurons, and limbic resonance in shaping nonverbal communication and social bonding. He also emphasizes the importance of self-awareness in understanding and decoding nonverbal cues in others. Chapter 3 Getting a Leg Up on Body Language, Nonverbals of the Feet and Legs. Chapter 3 of What Everybody is Saying by Joe Navarro focuses on the nonverbal cues conveyed by the feet and legs. Navarro explains that the legs and feet are often overlooked in nonverbal communication but can reveal a lot about a person's intentions and emotions. Navarro first discusses the importance of context in interpreting nonverbal cues from the feet and legs. For example, crossing one's legs can indicate relaxation or confidence in a social setting, but in a job interview, it may indicate defensiveness or discomfort. Navarro then explains how the feet and legs can reveal a person's level of interest or engagement in a conversation. For example, pointing the feet towards someone indicates interest and engagement, while turning the feet away indicates disinterest or a desire to leave the conversation. The chapter also covers the importance of congruency between verbal and nonverbal communication. Navarro explains that conflicting nonverbal cues, such as crossed legs while saying, "I'm open-minded," can indicate a lack of sincerity or honesty. Navarro also highlights the significance of hot spots in the feet and legs, such as the ankles and knees, which can reveal a person's level of comfort or discomfort. For example, bouncing the knee or tapping the foot can indicate nervousness or impatience. Finally, Navarro emphasizes the importance of observing a person's baseline behavior in order to detect changes in their nonverbal behavior. He provides examples of how changes in foot and leg positioning can indicate discomfort, deception, or a desire to leave a conversation. In conclusion, Chapter 3 provides an in-depth look at the nonverbal cues conveyed by the feet and legs. Navarro emphasizes the importance of context, congruency, and hot spots in interpreting these cues, as well as the importance of observing a person's baseline behavior to detect changes in their nonverbal behavior. Chapter 4 Torso Tips, Nonverbals of the Torso, Hips, Chest, and Shoulders. Chapter 4 of What Everybody is Saying, by Joe Navarro delves into the nonverbal cues conveyed by the torso, hips, chest, and shoulders. Navarro explains how these body parts can reveal a person's emotions, intentions, and level of comfort or discomfort. Navarro begins by highlighting the importance of the torso in nonverbal communication. The torso is often referred to as the command center of the body, as it houses the vital organs and is responsible for regulating blood flow and breathing. Navarro then discusses the nonverbal cues conveyed by the chest, such as puffed up or deflated chest, which can indicate dominance or submissiveness. The shoulders, too, can reveal a person's level of confidence and dominance, with raised shoulders indicating a desire to dominate, while hunched shoulders suggest submissiveness. Navarro also explains how the hips can convey a person's intentions and level of comfort. For example, leaning to one side with one hip cocked can indicate relaxation or confidence, while pointing the hips away from a person can indicate discomfort or a desire to leave the conversation. The chapter also covers the importance of congruency in nonverbal communication. For example, if a person is saying they are open to ideas but their torso is closed off, it can indicate insincerity or a lack of trust. Finally, Navarro discusses the importance of observing micro-expressions in the torso, such as subtle changes in breathing or the twitching of muscles. These micro-expressions can reveal a person's true emotions and intentions, even if they are trying to hide them. In conclusion, Chapter 4 provides a comprehensive look at the nonverbal cues conveyed by the torso, hips, chest, and shoulders. Navarro emphasizes the importance of congruency, micro-expressions, and observing baseline behavior to accurately interpret these cues. Chapter 5 Knowledge Within Reach, Nonverbals of the Arms. Chapter 5 of What Everybody is Saying, by Joe Navarro focuses on the nonverbal cues conveyed by the arms. Navarro explains how the arms can reveal a person's level of comfort, interest, and confidence in a conversation. Navarro first discusses the different ways people use their arms in nonverbal communication, including gestures, adapters, and regulators. Gestures are intentional movements used to convey a message, while adapters are unconscious movements used to relieve stress or anxiety. Regulators are movements used to control the flow of conversation. Navarro then explains how the positioning of the arms can convey a person's level of interest and engagement in a conversation. For example, folded arms can indicate defensiveness or discomfort, while open arms can indicate openness and receptiveness. The chapter also covers the importance of congruency in arm movements. For example, if a person is saying yes but shaking their head no, it can indicate a lack of sincerity or honesty. Navarro also emphasizes the importance of observing a person's baseline behavior in order to detect changes in their arm movements. Changes in arm position or movement can indicate discomfort, deception, or a desire to leave the conversation. Finally, Navarro discusses how arm movements can reveal a person's level of confidence and dominance. For example, leaning on one elbow can indicate confidence and dominance, while holding the arms close to the body can indicate submissiveness. In conclusion, Chapter 5 provides a thorough examination of the nonverbal cues conveyed by the arms. Navarro emphasizes the importance of context, congruency, and baseline behavior in accurately interpreting these cues. Chapter 6 Getting a Grip, Nonverbals of the Hands and Fingers. Chapter 6 of What Everybody is Saying, by Joe Navarro focuses on the nonverbal cues conveyed by the hands and fingers. Navarro explains how hand and finger movements can reveal a person's emotions, intentions, and level of comfort or discomfort. Navarro first discusses the different ways people use their hands in nonverbal communication, including gestures, adapters, and regulators. Gestures are intentional movements used to convey a message, while adapters are unconscious movements used to relieve stress or anxiety. Regulators are movements used to control the flow of conversation. Navarro then explains how hand and finger movements can reveal a person's level of comfort and confidence. For example, fidgeting with the hands or rubbing the palms together can indicate nervousness or discomfort, while steepling the fingers can indicate confidence and dominance. The chapter also covers the importance of congruency in hand and finger movements. For example, if a person is saying they are open to ideas but clenching their fists, it can indicate insincerity or a lack of trust. Navarro also emphasizes the importance of observing a person's baseline behavior in order to detect changes in their hand and finger movements. Changes in hand position or movement can indicate discomfort, deception, or a desire to leave the conversation. Finally, Navarro discusses how the fingers can reveal a person's level of interest and engagement in a conversation. For example, tapping the fingers or drumming them on a surface can indicate impatience or a desire to move on, while interlacing the fingers can indicate attentiveness and interest. In conclusion, Chapter 6 provides a comprehensive look at the nonverbal cues conveyed by the hands and fingers. Navarro emphasizes the importance of context, congruency, and baseline behavior in accurately interpreting these cues. Chapter 7 The Mind's Canvas, Nonverbals of the Face. Chapter 7 of What Everybody is Saying, by Joe Navarro focuses on the nonverbal cues conveyed by the face. Navarro explains how facial expressions can reveal a person's emotions, thoughts, and intentions. Navarro first discusses the importance of observing the whole face, including the eyes, mouth, and forehead, in order to accurately interpret nonverbal cues. He then outlines the 7 universal facial expressions recognized across cultures: happiness, surprise, fear, disgust, anger, sadness, and contempt. Navarro also covers micro-expressions, which are brief facial expressions that occur in less than a second and can reveal a person's true emotions. He emphasizes the importance of recognizing micro-expressions in order to detect deception or concealed emotions. The chapter also covers the importance of context in interpreting facial expressions. For example, a smile can indicate happiness, but in certain contexts, such as during a tense negotiation, it can indicate deception or hostility. Navarro then explains how facial expressions can reveal a person's level of comfort or discomfort. For example, a person who is feeling anxious or threatened may exhibit facial expressions such as lip compression or eyebrow furrowing. Finally, Navarro emphasizes the importance of observing a person's baseline behavior in order to detect changes in facial expressions. Changes in facial expressions can indicate a change in mood or a desire to hide one's emotions. In conclusion, Chapter 7 provides a comprehensive look at the nonverbal cues conveyed by the face. Navarro emphasizes the importance of observing the whole face, recognizing universal expressions and micro-expressions, and considering context and baseline behavior in accurately interpreting these cues. Chapter 8 Detecting Deception, Proceed with Caution. Chapter 8 of What Everybody is Saying, by Joe Navarro focuses on the detection of deception through nonverbal cues. Navarro explains how to recognize nonverbal cues that may indicate deception, while also cautioning readers to avoid jumping to conclusions or making false accusations. Navarro begins by discussing the importance of establishing a baseline for an individual's nonverbal behavior before attempting to detect deception. He also emphasizes the need to consider contextual factors, such as cultural norms, when interpreting nonverbal cues. Navarro then outlines several nonverbal cues that may indicate deception, including micro-expressions, changes in eye contact, increased vocal pitch, and the use of pacifying behaviors such as throat clearing or lip biting. He also provides examples of how these cues can be used in different situations, such as in a job interview or during a police interrogation. However, Navarro also warns against relying solely on nonverbal cues to detect deception, as these cues can also indicate other emotions or intentions. He emphasizes the importance of corroborating nonverbal cues with other forms of evidence, such as verbal statements or physical evidence. Throughout the chapter, Navarro provides numerous examples of real-life situations where nonverbal cues were used to detect deception, and also includes exercises to help readers practice their skills in recognizing these cues. In conclusion, Chapter 8 provides a valuable overview of the nonverbal cues that may indicate deception, while also stressing the need for caution and the importance of corroborating nonverbal cues with other evidence. Chapter 9 Some Final Thoughts. Chapter 9 of What Everybody is Saying, by Joe Navarro serves as a conclusion to the book, offering some final thoughts on nonverbal communication and its importance in everyday life. Navarro emphasizes that nonverbal communication is a powerful tool for understanding others and forming connections, but it requires practice and observation to truly master. He encourages readers to continue observing and analyzing nonverbal cues in their daily interactions, and to use this knowledge to improve their communication skills. The chapter also touches on the importance of empathy and emotional intelligence in effective communication. Navarro notes that understanding and being aware of our own emotions can help us better understand and empathize with others, leading to more successful interactions. Additionally, Navarro emphasizes the need for ethical behavior when using nonverbal communication skills, particularly in situations where they may be used to detect deception. He cautions readers against making unfounded accusations or using their skills to manipulate others. Finally, Navarro concludes the book with a message of hope, stating that while nonverbal communication can be complex and nuanced, it is a skill that can be learned and improved over time. He encourages readers to continue learning and practicing, and to always strive to improve their communication skills. Overall, Chapter 9 serves as a fitting conclusion to What Everybody is Saying, summarizing the key points of the book and leaving readers with a message of encouragement and inspiration to continue improving their nonverbal communication skills.